Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer. It looks like today we'll be fighting Sentencia on Spite Reach. So, who do we want to play today? Looking through my videos, and I noticed that y'all seem to like the factions of Order. So, you know what? I'm right there with y'all. I like doing the factions of Order. I'll admit I do like greenskins and chaos as well. But besides that, I pretty much side with most factions of Order. Alright, so I'm feeling like we should play some... We haven't done Lizardmen in a while. They're not necessarily a faction of Order. I guess they kind of are. Let's go ahead and try those guys. So, Lizardmen against the Wood Elves. Who do I want as my lord here? Maybe a Slan Mage Priest of Heavens. I don't feel like it's going to be really good. Perhaps high magic though. If he brings anything in the air, which he's... I feel like he's going to be pretty likely to in this situation. And the, what's the missile resistance on these guys? So 40? What's the missile resistance on something like Krokar? 15. But he also has these resistances. Let's mix it up and go with the... Let's go with the high mage. Yeah, why not? Why not? So we'll grab Apotheosis, we'll go ahead and grab, we won't get Soul Forms, we'll grab Tempest, and in case he doesn't have a flyer, we'll bring Arcane Unforging, so he can be using Arcane Unforging as well as Apotheosis. We'll grab the Blood Statuette of Spite, and Alice Vexing, Alice Range. It's probably going to be worth it. So this causes damage around him. Oh wait, no, it's... Okay, use it on a unit. Alright. So, besides that, we got our caster there. Do we want... I feel like we're going to go ahead and grab 2 Skink Chief. And you know what, we'll put them on Pterodons. And if he does have like a dragon or eagle in the air, they'll be able to trade pretty well, I think. Wait, so... These guys are 800 now? Yeah, they used to be 750. Alright, that sounds good. And so our front line is just going to be Source Warriors with shields. That is going to be the way to go, I think. We'll also grab some Skink Cohort with Javelins. Y'all know what I like to do with those guys. Put them in the front and just let them do some really good harass. We'll get Abstildon with Revivification Crystal. And what else do we want here? Do we want something to make the enemy come to us? Like... We want to put these guys on Stegodons, then have them use their giant crossbows to force the enemy to us. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. I think it could be risky against the Wood Elves, but you know what? What the hell? Let's try it. On second thought, we'll just put one of them on Stegodon. Yeah. Actually, let's just go safe here. Let's be a little bit competitive, just a little bit. And I think the way to go here is going to be to go wide. So let's just go ahead and get some more Source Spear and Source Spear with shields. Don't have quite enough for another Source Spear with shields, so let's go ahead and grab... What do I want to grab instead? We don't really have anything to intercept Wild Riders. So what could we get to remedy that? Just hold up Wild Riders. If you could get some Cold One Spear Riders, I feel like they'll get absolutely wrecked. They do have 90 armor, so maybe not. Let's just skip the spears and go ahead and grab a single Cold One Spear Rider just to like block some stuff up in the rear. Giggity. Alright, and we'll grab another Skink Cohort with Gem. I feel like this is pretty wide. We got lots of healing. We got a little bit of mobile forces here. We got lots of ranged, and we got a very decent infantry corps. So I'm feeling like that's going to be pretty good. Alright. Ready, my friend. Did I spell friend wrong? No, I didn't. Let's do it. 15 spin left. This is not fair. Well for us, but it is. So if he did go in the air, we will have Tempest and the kiting abilities of our two Skink Chiefs rather. So it should be, we should be able to handle that unless he goes like a lot of air. If he does have dragons, we'll be able to outrun him. And if he has like an eagle, I think the Tempest and combined firepower from the 2 skink chiefs can bring it down pretty fast. We will see. Our skinks cohorts with javelins should do a lot of damage to the lightly armored wood elf infantry, and the same goes for our chameleon skinks. Lots of healing, got some air support. I'm liking it. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Spite Reach. The Spite Reach. Wood Elves and Lizardmen are definitely some of the strongest factions in the game. And y'all know I mostly like to play Empire competitively. Or maybe like Dark Elves. I like those toolkit factions, so I'm not the best with them. Especially not Lizardmen. But they are definitely fun to play. Lizardmen are kind of smash your face against the keyboard kind of army here, as in, and I say that is a lot of their builds don't require as much micro because of the rampage component and the fact that their troops, like source warriors, just like fat, fight to the last man. I was about to say fat to the last man. That would have, I mean, they might. I don't know what lizards do in their spare time, but it's rather disturbing. All right. Skirmish mode. Let's get my skink chiefs up here. We're gonna have to keep our priest pretty far back. We don't want him to get messed up by any archers. And we'll go ahead and put our Cold One Knights in close support, as well as our Basildon with Revivification Crystal. So we got a nice wide front line with some real firepower and some real lightly armored killing power. Well, they're not lightly armored. Source warriors have more like medium armor. So our opponent has 722 troops. Let's go ahead and start here. And here we have the mustard and ketchup warriors of the Lizardmen. Everyone's covered in mustard and ketchup. Pretty spicy. Alright, so let's go start shooting him up. And we'll go up here. So what do we got here? Some walled riders with shields. Interesting. He's obviously got some stuff in the forest, I think. And it looks like he's going to be retreating in that direction, so I'm not gonna be weary here. I know he does have that Brohammer from the get-go now. Looks like we did take down a walled rider there. Happy about that. Let's bring you guys up here and see what we can do. I want to see if I can bait his walled riders or his lord out, so I can get a bunch of shots with my chameleon skinks and skink cohort with javelins, and then use the Tempest to like lock down his lord. Or something to that effect. We'll see what we get here. We will see what we get. Looks like he's going to be retreating into the forest. I'm fine with this. Let's kind of square up this way. And move you guys this way. And we'll move our chameleon skinks up over here. If he wants to shoot at anything in my front line, totally fine with it. Especially if it's the skink cohort. They all have shields. Yeah. Not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. So if he wants to come into range here, can we go ahead and get an early Tempest off? Doesn't look like it. So let's get all you guys shooting at them. And yeah, they're gonna hit our chameleon skinks. Let's go ahead and pop an apotheosis on them. Oh no, I hit the wrong one. So it looks like he's kind of sacrificing these guys here. Let's go ahead and start shooting into those guys and move this guy over here. And it looks like that's going to be not that much damage, honestly, to his walled riders there. So that's kind of surprising. Not much as I thought it'd be. But we should be able to do some pretty good damage to these guys. We're poisoning them, and we're getting tons of shots in. So yeah, we'll do some good damage over there. Okay, these guys are overextending. Let's go ahead and pull them back. And, wow, man, that charge did a lot more damage than I thought it did. So let's get another apotheosis on. Get you guys back here, and I'm just going to try to kind of worry about his ranged units before I try to push into that forest, because I'd really rather not fight in that forest. These guys have caught them up. Let's keep on chasing them over there. And we'll have you guys square up right here. And you guys can start shooting into them. So we'll have you shooting to them as well. You can come up here and start shooting at these guys, and you can come shooting to them as well. Man, that charge did a ton of damage, so really good on my opponent. He's doing really well. Our poison's doing really good work over here. Have you guys keep on chasing. So he's going to get a heal off right there. Let's go ahead and respond with our own apotheosis. We'll have you guys start shooting at them. You guys move around the flank. You start taking out the... what are those hosts called? Bring you guys over here, you guys over here, and we'll bring you up here as well. Move you around the flank. Let's try to collapse on these guys. Move you this way, and let's bring back our Saint Chiefs and make sure we chase these Wild Riders off this field. Those Wild Riders do pose a massive threat. So let's get you guys off skirmish mode and bring you around this way. We'll go ahead and square up right here, and these guys will be right behind, ready to shoot these guys in the back. So the Skink Chiefs are back on their way, and we're doing really good work against these Dreads. He's done really good work against these Source Warriors though. So that's rather tough. Let's go ahead and try to get on these guys. Alright, so what's the range on this? Gotta be pretty close, it looks like. So those Source Warrior are going to be advancing. Let's go ahead and start advancing here. And bringing you guys up as well. Let's bring our Skink Chiefs over here. Let's see what we got in the forest over there. What are these guys? War Dancers with Asteroid Spear. Not too worried about those guys. Our Source Warriors should do really good work against them. Looks like he's going to be retreating. Let's start shooting into these Wildwood Rangers over here and these War Dancers. We'll have my Source Warriors in reserve, ready to respond at a moment's notice. So let's go ahead and pull these guys back and pull these Source Warrior back this way. The Source Warrior can come in for rear charge, and let's go ahead and start shooting at his lord here, and we'll pull you through and you can come through. So let's move you guys back, and we'll move you guys in to intercept those War Dancers. You guys can pull back. Let's go ahead, and once this guy gets in the air, we're going to use Tempest on him. Let's go ahead and have you guys start worrying about those War Dancers with Asteroid Spear. Let's move you this way and try to get into these War Dancers. Move my lord back. And we're doing really good damage to his lord here, so let's go ahead and overcast a Tempest on him. And that should be pretty strong. And we'll also go ahead and use... oh, let's get you guys moving. Let's get all these guys worried about him. Get my Chameleon Skinks moving. Looks like we are going to be able to take out his lord. Let's go ahead and use a... what else do we use? We're doing pretty good over here. Let's move these Source Warriors in to collapse on these guys. Moving my Skinks through. And you know, I'm not doing great, to be quite honest. But let's go ahead and pop this. And what else do we want? We'll also pop this right here. And we'll also pop this spike thing. There. So let's have these Skinks get in here and get into melee. We'll move our Chameleon Skinks out. And you guys can start working on his caster there. We'll go ahead and pop an Arcane Unfortuning on his caster. Have you guys come and collapse on these Wildwood Rangers. Ooh, oh man, we actually destroyed those guys over there. Let's move our lord back into here. If we get that Arcane Unfortuning, let's go ahead and get that Arcane Unfortuning. And you guys keep on shooting at these Wild Riders. So you can see what I mean when I say it's kind of a head bashy army. I didn't think I particularly played too well, to be quite honest, but we're winning here. So let's move you guys this way and move y'all around. Let's move our lord and you out this way. We'll have the Source Warrior turn around and charge those War Dancers as well. You know what? We might not win this. Might not win this. Alright. So let's go ahead and make sure that guy's dead. Let's start using some Cold Bloods here. Let's just use that on these guys because don't have anything else to use it on right now. And we'll leave you guys back. These guys are routing, but there's quite a lot of them, so they should come back. He's almost out of ammo. Let's go have you finish him off, and you can just start shooting at these Wildwood Rangers. Let's move this guy moving out this way, this guy moving out this way. You guys can get on them. Actually, yeah, come back this way. I don't know, yeah, we might not win. We're not doing too great all of a sudden. Let's start shooting at these War Dancers. These guys can start shooting at them. You guys can start shooting at them. You guys can get into melee with them. And how are we doing over here? Okay, have we taken out that branch wraith yet? We haven't. So let's go make sure to take him out. Let's bring back our routing infantry and try to get them on the Source Warrior. And you can just see how well the Source Warrior, how long they've been holding. Okay, this guy has shattered. And it looks like we're starting to get some army shatters here. So very well played, very well played. Really tried to pick me apart. I think one of the keys to my success is just the tankiness of the Source Warriors. They have like, what, 10,000 HP? Let's go ahead and look at the breakdown here. He really did try to pick me apart, and I think not getting spread out too much was one of the keys to my success there. So he had a very diverse army over here. He had a Dryad, Eternal Guard, 2 War Dancers, 2 War Dancers with Astrite Spear. I did not decide to bring a lot of large in this matchup, which, based on the build he went, I actually could have, because it would have been fairly easy to avoid these War Dancers with Astrite Spear. He did bring a lot of Wild Riders with shields, and they did do a ton of damage to both my Source Warriors and my Skinks here, but we just had so much health and so many numbers that it just wasn't enough. Not to mention, they were constantly being thrown on by Javelins and Chameleon Skinks, and you know what? I had Cold One Spear Riders, and I completely forgot about them. So guys, this just goes to show you how garbage I am with like the Lizardmen. But we were able to pull it off. I don't know if I would say this is a favorable matchup for the Lizardmen. I think the Wood Elves definitely have the tools to deal with it. It's kind of difficult actually. So I think he did very well though. I think he did very well. Source Warriors with shields are just so good against the Wood Elves in general. In any case, a very good game to Sentencia. And that's going to be all for this one, guys. This is JonTaun from Brohammer, signing out.